Alrighty. Can you hear me? Let me fix this. It's on the paper. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I got my beverage. It's just Diet Cola. It's quite yummy. I got the earpiece in today. I don't like the headphones. I don't like things in my ears, but I figured it's probably a good idea if we're going to be listening to a Zoom call, so that there's no weird audio thing. You know what I mean? Hi, Cav. How are you? How are you feeling today? I'm going to try to connect to the call. See if they have it up and running yet. Let's see here. Wow. Okay. Test my speaker. Starts in 30. I'm in good. Yeah, I'm setting all kinds of shit on fire. No, that was just the big bonfire. So test my speaker. Testing. Everything's good. Please wait. Webinar will start soon. Okay, I got it. And then when it's running, I will switch screens. Okay, we are ready to find out what IMVU has to say about their new stuff, the new toolkit. Oh goodness! So my birthday party was this past weekend, and it was so much fun. Last year I had a party. It was my 40th birthday last year. And, you know, it's kind of a milestone birthday, so I wanted to celebrate it, but we were in a drought, so we were unable to light said fire, which means we had a whole nother year of stuff accumulation for this fire, which made it epic. And some of you who are privy got to see pictures. I could probably pull up a few pictures here, because I did post them on the Facey books for those of you who want to see. But this birthday party was kind of important because it was me celebrating 5 years cancer free. And I know I've said it many times, and those even have been around have heard me say it many times, but 5 years is kind of a big number. Let's see here. 5 years is a big number for any sort of cancer survivor. Here we go. Put this up on the Facey bookies. I'm gonna move it to the side. We're gonna switch to my screen. This is just a few pictures that I posted. I got a lot more, but there. So there's me with the fire behind me. It was quite impressive. And there's the fire. And me and some of my friends at the farm. There's my son. And another friend in the background. He's obviously taking a selfie with the fire behind him. That boy is huge. Another fire picture. And then, of course, the cake. My mom made all those cakes. Yay! Let's see. Let me pull up. Yeah, they were delicious. My mom, she made 4 different cakes. She made chocolate vanilla, red velvet cake and then Jello cake. It was just white cake with Jello mixed in. I don't know, I never had it before, but it was really good. And she's like, I can't believe nobody's ever heard of Jello cake before. I'm like, oh. All right, let me pull up. I don't want to like. Here, this is my other thing. My website. Let's pull up the Facebook here and. Just because. Oh, that one didn't work. I put all the pictures. All the pictures. Okay. There's me and my friend Melissa, and her husband Dale, and some more friends, and there's my son in the background. Oh, this is the chick that's in all my pictures because she's like been a good buddy. Oh, Chase was doing bingo at the event, so that was kind of fun. Let's see. There he is again. He's got his little microphone. Call him Bingo. He liked that. It's my cousin's baby. Some more family members. Some more people outside. Yep. Yep. There's my other son, Evan. He had a little... There's my nephew. He's got a pizza here. He was being super goofy about it. Friend's daughter. Let's see here, flipping. Yes, the kids had a blast. She's super cute. Family, flipping through. Here's the cake. Singing happy birthdays. Let's see here. And here's the before fire in the background here. As you can see, there's a lot of wood. Apparently that's 6 years worth of wood collection. So somehow we have to, if we're gonna do this again next year, we have to get a lot of wood fast in order to get a fire that big again, but that's probably not happening. There's Neva again. She's super cute. There's Evan. Oh, pictures out of order. Here's my mom. There's the cakes, and there's the fire. Oh, the fire is probably still smoldering, but it was still going pretty strong by like 3 a.m. Because we started around dark. It was a good fire, and it was a cool night. Like we've been warmish, and I think it got down into the low 50s that night. So the fire was very welcome. Yay. Oh, it's Jolene. It's her husband. Me. It's my dad. This is my dad, this fella right here. Oh, my dad threw some old oil in there to light it up. Speaking of which, I do have a video. It's Evan again. It's Chase. Oh. Pictures are out of order. Flipping through. I gotta find the video. Oh, we're connecting.
Recording in progress.
Ooh. Wait, this is on the wrong side. Why are you on the wrong side? Uh-oh. There we go. Hey, there we go. Yeah, my dad's super chill. Today's agenda. Let's see. IMVU Studio 1.7 release features manual camera control and texture editor. The new feature coming soon. Yeah. Oh, a new feature. The IMVU Studio Toolkit for 3ds Max. That's cool because I knew they did one for Blender. That's neat. Installation, the toolkit. Tools for room furniture attachment, closing animation. To ask a question, please use the Q&A feature. Please keep your questions on topic and GA friendly. Yes. So if for those of you who are here and you have a question that you want me to relay to them at the end, I can do that if you're not in the Zoom call yourself. So it's probably going to take them another 15 more minutes to do this too. In the meantime, let's see if I can.
Okay,
Dang it.
we are ready to get started.
There you go.
Welcome, everybody. We are so
Yeah,
excited to have you here. I'm
Can you-
Riggs K, and today we're going to show you a couple of really cool new things. The first thing we're going to do is show you some
Let me pause the
new
music.
features in our latest release, which is 1.7. Those include manual camera control and texture editor and a new feature, a new surprise feature that's coming soon. And then after that, we're going to show you our new Studio Toolkit for 3ds Max, which we're very excited about. And then after that, we'll answer your questions via our Q&A feature. Please use the Q&A feature to ask questions, and remember to keep your questions on topic and GA friendly. If you have not downloaded the latest IMVU Studio product, you can find it here. I'll just stick it in chat right now.
Chat. Can you, Gaff, can you hear Riggs okay?
You can also find our previous learning sessions here if you've missed any of them. I'll put that link in there. All right. We will be recording this webinar so that creators who were unable to attend the live sessions can view it later via a recording. All right, now let's introduce our experts. We've got Tonic, Mighty 7, and Drosselmeyer. Tonic is the IMVU Studio Product Director. It's great to see you here, Ton.
Great to be here as always. Looking forward to showing everyone some new stuff.
Great, and we have Mighty 7, who is an IMVU Studio technical artist. Awesome to see you here.
It's good to see you too, Rachel.
Yeah, and we have Drosselmeyer, who is IMVU senior technical artist. I don't know if he can talk right now because I have to change a few settings on there, but he is there and he is listening. And now our experts will take you through our new features for IMVU Studio and our toolkit. Take it away, Ton.
Your guy.
All right. So I was we've just released IMVU Studio 1.7. I think about a week or a week and a half ago, and there's a few new features in there that I wanted to go through with everyone. And then there are a few features that are coming soon that I want to show folks at the end of the demo. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I think I have it set up here. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yes. Yes.
Riggs?
I see it, yes.
Okay.
We've got some yes answers there.
Who's me?
Cool. All right. So the first new feature that we just introduced, which was actually highly requested because there are manual camera controls in the classic client. People use those manual camera controls to do various things, especially when they're taking video and they're just trying to get a smooth camera movement. So we added this, and we're still kind of working on it a little bit. This is sort of the first version of it, but as you can see, there's a manual camera control UI. We moved the undo and redo buttons over to the left-hand side, and with this, you can just click anywhere on the UI and actually get a really smooth rotation, just like you would do if you were to left mouse click. Up and down actually moves. Center. And there's also a center of the avatar button here. Moving up and down moves up and down around the box, just like it would if you were to left mouse click.
Okay.
And then if you right mouse click, that actually pans the camera left and right, very smoothly as well. And then the plus and minus buttons, of course, will zoom the camera in and out. Now, depending on what kind of shot you're trying to take, if you go into the preferences, actually I have it already open here. You go into the preferences, we give you control over the speed, the rotate speed, the zoom speed, and the pan speed. So let's say I wanted to do kind of a really quick rotation that I would get myself. Then I could do like a really quick rotation around the app. Now, all of these manual camera controls are also duplicated with the WASD keys and the plus and minus keys. So I can also rotate by just pressing A or B, and then I can do some really creative things. Like if I were to press A on the UI and then press minus or plus on the keyboard, I could actually do a really nice kind of zoom out, like a pull back, or a push in and zoom at the same time. So the keys and the UI work simultaneously, which can give you some really nice effects. And I hope that that allows you to create some nice video clips for any of your marketing campaigns. And again, this is also helpful for people that have older keyboards. Some older keyboards have like a little button in the middle that's actually really hard to use as a mouse, and a lot of people were requesting these camera controls just to make things easier. So that's manual camera controls. The second thing I wanted to show everyone was the a simple texture editor that we're also experimenting with, and we've added into IMVU Studio. Let me just start with just a blank T-shirt here. If you notice on the diffuse channel of any material, there's a lot more selections now. One of them is the ability to add just a simple solid color texture, and that's really nice. You don't need to go in or out of Photoshop to be able to make just a grayscale map, maybe for your shininess or emission maps. But let me do the example. Let me go to the shirt material, and if I wanted to just add, turn that shirt material blue, I add that color texture. It creates the texture map. It actually creates a physical texture map that'll be in your project folder, and then when you preview, and it automatically adds it as the diffuse channel. Let me go back to the picture material. The second filter here is the ability to filter your texture colors. So as a good example, let me just add a random image here. I wasn't really as prepared for this. Let me just look through my list. Let me just take this just for that.
I'm getting a weird. Sorry, I need to interrupt. I'm getting a weird sound effect. I'm not sure if that's.
I'm hearing it too. It's like some background noise or feedback or something.
Some background whirring.
Yeah. Is that? I think it might be coming from you, Tom.
It might be coming from me. Is it really distracting, or?
Oopsies.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn off your fan.
Let me do one thing real quick, and I'll get right back to you.
Okay.
Just give me 2 seconds. I'll try to fix that.
Okay. And just while Tauntaun is fixing the sound, feel free to ask questions in the Q&A. It's a little bit. It's easier for us to answer in the Q&A just because we can see them coming. If you put the questions in chat, there's so many comments that we might lose it. So Q&A would be great.
What is
That's so much better.
Yes.
Oh, down here.
Muted.
That's because I'm muted. It hasn't gone
Yeah,
away.
exactly. So great. So yeah, please use the Q&A feature. We just don't want to lose your question. And also, I'm going to put the links to the latest download, IMVU Studio download, and links to past sessions in again. I'm just going to stick those two. Oops. And somebody asked.
How's that, folks? Does that sound a little better?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's like 100 times better.
Okay, okay, great. I plugged in a separate
Jeez.
microphone. Usually I can use the microphone on my computer, but for some reason my fan on my computer is going nuts. So it's a bit of a little.
It's a very warm day. Completely understand. Okay.
So
Blame
yes,
Zoom.
back to it. I have added I've added just a quick texture map, and if I turn on the filter color texture, and we're going to be adding a lot more features to this, a lot more sort of Photoshop-y color filter features. But for right now, you can actually change the hue of the texture map. Really nice if you have if you're working on trees, or if you're working on clothing items that you want to just have like a slightly different color to. You don't need to go in and out of Photoshop to do that. So hue, saturation, and vibrance. And when you say apply filter, again, it actually creates a new texture map, so you don't lose the original. It's always creating a new. And then the third feature that we added. No one wants to buy this. The third thing is the ability to combine textures. Now we're not really. This is more of an experiment. We're not really sure how many people are going to use this. But you have the ability to take this background texture that I have, and you can choose any other texture map that you have in your project. And when you click on it, it actually creates a movable texture map that you can actually size, move around, and do anything you want with. And then again, when you press apply, it actually creates that as a brand new image. So 3 really quick ideas that we came up with
Fancy.
to make your life easier for simple edits. You don't have to go back and forth to Photoshop, and actually for beginner creators,
Fancy.
it allows them to create without having to go into
I agree.
a third party. Let us know as you play around with these what other features you might want to see in as far as built-in texture editing goes. We'd love to hear about it. So those are the 2 new features in 1.7. The things that are going to be coming up in 1.8, I've got 2 new features for you. One of them is let's see here. Yeah, I'll just use this. This has been a highly sought after feature, is the ability to load decorated rooms as your background, because I know we have people or creators that have rooms that have already been decorated that they like to use as a background all the time. In previous versions, you can only load room shells, and now you'll be able to pull in your decorated rooms. So when you filter for your room products, this is going to be the next version coming out in about 2-3 weeks. All of the rooms that you see are going to be a decorated version. Now, just as an example, this is the IMVU Halloween 2021 room that we made for the previous Twitch stream, and you notice the decorated version studio. So we put that in there. Hope everybody. And then lastly, I'm going to go to particle system here. We added some particle helpers. So people that are making particle systems, now you'll be able to see where the particle origin is, and whether you have created a sphere or a box or a cylinder as your origin, and you can get a better sense of how large that origin is. So you get much less guesswork, and it made it really, really easy for at least us internally to create particle systems. I hope this helped you out as well. This will also be coming in our version 8. And we plan on adding a lot more particle helpers in the future.
Particle helpers.
Getting a sense of your origin point and the direction of the velocity.
Fantastic.
And then the last thing that actually did go out that I forgot to tell everyone about, that I just wanted to show everyone, is in previous versions,
yes,
the particle system itself,
my stuff's blocking it.
Could not use the material of the particle system, could not use emission, and now you can use emission, which is going to add a huge amount of variety and to particle systems. So as an example here, I'm just going to add, well, actually, let me add that and turn on emission on the system. Now you can have glowing particles. So this is kind of a game changer when it comes. Before you had to use additive blending and it didn't really glow the particle. It was kind of a big thing. But now you have particles that actually glow. And that is actually in 1.7. You can try that out now with your systems. And that's all I got for today. I'm really looking forward to handing things off to the guys that are going to show off the IMVU Studio Toolkit 3ds Max.
And Maya, yeah. Thanks for Ton. That was awesome. Yeah, a lot of great features. There were a couple of features or a couple of questions on camera specifically, camera controls. Do you want to tackle those right now? One's from.
You know what? Let's come back to it. Let's dive into your section, and
Sure.
we'll come back to all those questions. We're flagging all those questions.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's one from Eric and then one from Kiara. And I'll mark them both. Answer this live.
All right.
Cool. All right, on to Studio Toolkit. So we did a Studio Toolkit learning session a while back. It might have been I think it was the last learning session. And that one was dedicated entirely to Blender. We went into details on what the toolkit is, how it works, how to install it for Blender. And we've since then built out a 3D Studio Max version and Maya version.
Yay, Maya.
Those are almost ready to release. We're hoping to get that released today, but I think we're going to push that out on Friday.
I'll see you soon.
We'll update the Creator Education Center page for that. They're not, how do I put this? They're not feature complete, so we're considering them alpha. They're very in their early stages, so they're bound to be bugs. You should use these with caution, save off them early. But we definitely wanted to get them out because there was some strong interest in both of these tools, and for Maya and for 3D Studio Max. We're just going to briefly go over what the tools do and how they work. They work very similarly to the Blender tools. They have all the same, well, not quite yet, but they will have all the same features that the Blender toolkit. We're trying to keep them all in sync, so same processes you do in Blender, you can do those with the Studio Max one. And let's see here. We're just going to present the toolkit. We're not going to be covering any of the details about like how to model or how to animate. This is really just to give you an introduction and taste of what the tools do and how they work. I'm going to put the link to the toolkit page. This is the main page. This in the chat. It's in the chat. There we go. All right. This is the link to the actual Studio Toolkit main page. There will be a sub-page. Well, I've already broken it into a Blender sub-page, and then there'll be sub-pages for both the Maya and the Studio Toolkit, mainly because the interface is a little different, and a couple of the functionality of the tools is slightly different. And like the Blender tool, they all have an export tool with a link to this article, this toolkit article. And they'll prompt you to the link I just put in the chat. Yeah, great. Yeah, there it goes.
I just put it in there. It was you
Did I?
put it to panelists, so I just copied it.
Oh, whoops.
I do that all the time. So
Yeah, my bad.
no worries.
Drossel, are you sharing your screen right now?
No, I'm just.
Okay, not yet. Just making sure.
No. So without further ado, let's share some some of the toolkit. So, Cameron, if you're ready, go ahead.
Sure, hello. I need to. Basically, you need to stop sharing so that I can take over. Thank you. And we'll start off with the 3ds Max tool, since I know that one has been very, very wanted the last month. So I'll just be going over the install and a quick run through of it. The link Drosselmeyer put in chat for the help page for Blender. I can actually pull that up real quick. All of these instructions will work the other tools as well. I've tried to keep the UI as close as possible, and I'll go over any slight differences that there are. And we'll be making pages specifically for Maya and 3ds Max that will be uploaded on Friday as well.
So yeah, somebody was saying that they didn't click on the 3ds Max link, and that's because it's not available yet?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay,
not,
so it'll
not,
be available on Friday.
Yeah, not live yet.
Yeah. So for the 3ds Max tool, all of these will come zipped. So you'll want to download that and then unzip. It's not this many files. I just have a bunch of files in here. But you'll want to unzip. You'll have a IMVU Studio Toolkit.mcr file, as well as a IMVU Megascene.max file. These two just need to be in the same location, and you can drag and drop the MCR into Max. Ideally, we'll be dragging a zip file in, and it'll give you a little install dialog, but that may come in the future. So for now, as long as you drag the MCR file into Max and the Megascene is in the same location as it, should work perfectly. So once it's in Max, up at the toolbar, you need to right-click and customize. This will pop up a little dialog box in a second here. There we go. And then if you go over to toolbars, under category, there is an IMVU category, and you see the toolkit here. So this you can drag and drop into the UI on the toolbar here, and you're done. If you hold Alt and left click and drag, you can drag it around so you can organize it wherever you'd like as well. I'll delete that real quick. I have one already set up, and we'll just click it, and you've got the toolkit open here.
Oh.
So it has room, furniture, attachment, and clothing tools right now for creation. The export tool exports whichever one you make, along with a you can open up where the export directory is, and the help page, and a version number. And when there's an update, this will actually change to a button, and you'll be able to click it to go and download the update. And for
Nice.
updating, it's just dragging in the new MCR, same button will work. So I'll quickly just make a room, show you.
Oh.
I believe I'm in wireframe mode. Get out of that. You see a default box and some nodes, and over on the left side here, you have your hierarchy. So if you import any meshes of your own, you'll want to add them under this hierarchy. The export button essentially just looks for the export name, and we'll export that. So you can see there's a couple features in here. If I want to make furniture on the wall, these will be named correctly and oriented correctly. Some duplication buttons, so you can very quickly and easily make grids of furniture.
Sweet.
Super useful. Idle, standing, and sitting, as well as custom named seat nodes, which you can then click on and use these catcher and handle buttons to get rid of the catcher, pitcher, and handle nodes or add them back. And that also works if I select a bunch of seats. I can give them all handles or catcher and pitcher nodes. And then see-through nodes, which also work the same as every other toolkit. So you can have the node select any amount of meshes and a see-through node and link them. And then whenever you look at the back side of it, inside of Studio, the mesh will disappear. So you can make 3D walls that are invisible from the back. And this cone won't actually be exported. It's just a visual indicator for you inside of Max so that you can see what's going on. Then there's also a quick note, this Visuals tab, which works with any of the tools. You can click Show Names or Hide Names, so you can see what all of these nodes that all look identical are named and what they are. So that's super useful. I will go into a new scene. The Furniture tool, pretty much the exact same thing as the Room tool. Add seats, add or remove catcher picture handles, or you can add see-through nodes. And those all work exactly the same as in the Room tool. Then there's the Attachment tool, which brings in a skeleton of the avatar model. And if I were to create, I'll just do a box. I'll just have a very boxy bracelet.
Nice.
You can click on this bone button and then select any bone you'd like. I can select this. This is why the toolkit's being released on Friday. There's still a couple things to iron out, but I'll do the leg. And then if I click on the mesh, you can see down here we have the attachment root and attachment node empty objects, which is how attachments work. Since the left thigh is selected, click Setup Mesh, and you can see those nodes go to the correct place. At any point, you can also change which bone you've selected, select the mesh again, set up mesh again, and it'll adjust these that move the mesh. And finally, we have the Clothing tool, which brings in an avatar here. You can change between male, female, or hide, usually. Looks like this got a little bit messed up, but I'll show you in Attachment tool since it works the same way. These to show and hide the mesh, so you can either see what you're doing on the skeleton or reference the default IMVU avatar for scaling of objects. Clothing tool. I'll just do a box again. Bring it to where you want it to go, and all you have to do is select the mesh and find the armature. And if I go into pose mode, you'll see that the box is now weighted to the avatar. It does do just default weights, which you'll want to adjust with the Paint Weights tool, which is totally working right now. That's fine. That will work when this tool is released on Friday. Let's see if that. Yeah, there we go.
Great shortcuts to get you started.
Yeah. So you'll have to follow standard 3ds Max weighting. However you would weight in 3ds Max. The tool doesn't have its own weighting tools. So if you're stuck on that, those are all things that you're able to look up and research, as well as modeling inside of Max or Maya, stuff like that. And the limit bones button is important because I won't go too in depth on it, but every vertex can only be linked to 4 bones at any time. So clicking that will just make sure of that. And then you'll be able to export it. And as long as your scene is saved, it'll export as the same name in the same location. So that is the 3ds Max toolkit. Now I will open up Maya and show you this one real quick. And since I just went over everything in Max, I'll keep the Maya one super brief so we can get to your questions. So Maya will also download in a zip. And in Maya, you'll actually want to go into your scripts folder in Windows Explorer. This also works on Mac. So if you go to your Documents folder, Maya, your version number, and scripts, I'm writing this in 2022, and I'll check the previous versions and future versions to try and make sure that it still works in whichever version of Maya that you use. But 2022 will be the most reliable at this point. So if you take the zip, I've just downloaded it and bring it into the scripts folder, you can do an extract here, and this will bring all of the files outside of the zip into here. You can see there's an IMVU textures folder, packages, Megascene, and you should have IMVU Studio Toolkit.py and .ui. So once those are in the scripts folder, on the help page, there will be these 4 lines of text. If you click this dialog box down here, this window will open. You put the text under a Python tab, and then you can test it with these double arrows right here. And it didn't work. That's nice. I'm glad it did. I'm real glad.
Live television.
Yeah. But using those double arrows, we'll test that it works first, and then there's another button that you can use to attach it to a tab up here so that it's easier to get to. So let's try that one more time.
This is why it's also in alpha, right? So there's bound to be bound to be bugs.
So now you can see it's open on the left-hand side here. This one is docked into Maya, so it's not a separate window that's open, similar to the Blender tool. So now that I know that that's working, I can click this 4th button from the left, which is the Save to Shelf. I can name it whatever I'd like, and it makes a button up here. I'll put in the help page how to put an icon in as well if you'd like to see an icon, or I will also be trying to make that happen automatically. This is more and more why this is alpha. So as you can see, all the same buttons are here. Room tool, furniture tool. The attachment tool is ever so slightly different. So if I append this, we have the same skeleton, and this one works by actually selecting the bone first and then clicking this button here. And what this button does is it populates the top selection in this drop down with whatever bone you select. So if you use the drop down and select a bone, and then you change bone by clicking the right clavicle here and clicking this button, it won't actually change which one's selected. You'll have to go to the top of the list and go back to that top option. And now you can change whichever bone as you please. Same process with setting up the mesh. If you make a mesh and click Setup Mesh, it'll bind it to right thigh. And this also has the male-female hide. Clothing tool works exactly the same as 3ds Max and Blender. And the animation tool we are still working on. And at the bottom, you have the same export, open export directory, and help buttons. So I believe that is all that I need to cover for now.
Okay. Cool. That's
Terrific.
pretty cool.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Great progress.
I know that was fast, but hopefully everything will be nice and easy to follow on the help pages, so everybody is able to make good use of these.
Yeah, I think to me one of the key features of this toolkit is the ability to streamline the import process. Since we're using FBX here, this just makes it really easy to get your assets from the 3D authoring software, export it, and then import it into IMVU Studio. We have a question. I'll go ahead and mark this answer live. Rosanna asks if we have our own weighted body shape, can we use the clothing tool in some way? I think it would be a little difficult, right? Because you have your own, well, we have our own Megascene that the toolkit uses, and we kind of have to rely on that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it may be weird. I'll have to do some more experimenting again with that. for now assume that you can't really do that. If I can figure out a way to, I can add that to the help page as well. But yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of added features that we definitely want to bring to this toolkit. Like one of them is being able to animate attachments. So if you create an attachment, it has its own skeleton.
I like that.
And be able to export that animation along with the attachment. I think that's working on the Blender tool, right?
Yeah, that works perfectly in Blender.
Yeah.
Still
She's
experimenting with how animations export from Max and Maya.
Yeah, and then the other one is for the workflow
Oh,
for
it says
doing
Meshes,
prop animations, where you
textures,
have an
animations.
avatar animation that works in conjunction with a furniture animation. And Cameron was able to get it to work using the toolkit, but it was a little
I answered.
problematic, if I remember
Cutting
correctly.
the cheese.
So
Yeah,
there's
it just took 2 exports. So
Yeah.
we're looking into a way to make it one export if you can, like use two of the tools at once or anything like that.
Or some, yeah, exactly. Here's another question from Marco. It says skinning in IMVU is limited to 4 bones per vertex. This makes clothes created with more than 4 bones per vertex with a lot of bugs. Will you increase the number of bones per vertex? Right, the right number would be 6 plus vertex, 6 or more bones per vertex. Actually, we are looking into that right now. There is a post on one of the forums that gives some more information about it, but I can tell you briefly here. Yeah, we definitely are looking into implementing this in the near future. I don't know quite what the timing is. We are waiting on a technological limitation that has to do with OpenGL ES3. Not all browsers supported that, and now they do. So we can move forward with that, and I'm just not sure on the timing of that, but it is coming soon. Let's see. Actually, the other questions that are in the Q&A right now are mostly related to new features, it looks like. Tauntaun, are you available to maybe go over some of those?
Yeah. So we can kind of go down the list and I can answer some questions.
Sure.
Let's see. I'm just going to start at the top of the list here. That wasn't answered in text. Eric had a question. Can you offer the option for the camera controls, I guess the keyboard camera controls, to use keys adapted with a ZERTY keyboard? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. I don't think we'll get to that super soon, but what we have talked about is allowing you to customize keyboards. I think that would be like the big step to an extent. We're holding off on making alternate keyboard layouts yet because we have a lot more features that we're adding that are going to need their own keyboard controls. So we want to make sure that we get stable with an existing list of keyboard controls before we start. Yeah. And this is a great one by Ciara. Will the controls be added to desktop beta? We're absolutely looking at adding these manual keyboard stuff. We're also experimenting with sort of a God mode, just an alternate way of moving around, and this would be especially important for decoration.
God mode.
Where you can just kind of point the camera the direction you want to go and press the WASD keys to just basically move in that direction
We need to sit
completely freely.
It's down here somewhere. Stay
Orbiting avatar centric. So we're looking into that as well, and we're really excited about it. I usually don't like to get too far, but I like
And Jackie is asking I understand the question, since I'm assuming that you have to have a normal map in place for you to use the recolor feature to get shadows, etc. If I'm understanding the question correctly, yeah, the normal map is completely separate. So when you do the composite on the diffuse map, and actually that's a good question whether you can use the composite on the normal map. It's restricted to the diffuse map, is that right, Anton?
Yes.
Yeah. So the way I understand it works is it's just compositing one image on top of another. It's not looking at the normal map at all. It's just doing the combination of the underlying diffuse map and then whatever you're putting on top. Do I have that right?
Yeah, yeah. But I believe if the image that you selected to composite on top is a PNG, it will use the alpha channel.
Right.
Which is
Yeah, which relates to the next question, which is my suggestion is we use PNG files to combine textures. We don't need to make opacity map each time. Oh, if I understand the question, I'm thinking like if you have a PNG that has transparency in it, do you need to supply an opacity map? The answer right now is yes, because
Yes.
we don't have it set up to where
What are the questions?
if you have a PNG, it automatically creates an opacity map from it. The two are pretty in the pipeline. The two are distinctly separate. But we have talked about that.
I want to be able to
discussion about
create, but I don't know
PNG,
how.
Has transparency. Do we use it? And right now, I think it's only used as Anton mentioned for compositing. Let's see. Andre says,
yeah.
you...
Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, we are experimenting and making changes in general to the way that the camera works in IMVU desktop. It's probably been one of the top complaints or issues about IMVU desktop that the way the camera works. The smoothness of it doesn't seem to be as fine-tuned as the camera.
Let's see. Looking at Blanca's question, I'll go ahead and answer this live. On animations, there's a problem with the size of the heads and hands and feet. It'd be amazing if there was a feature to resize them and max to get your animations more precise.
Oh.
Yeah, this is if you're referring to that the hands, the head, the feet are all big. That's just a holdover from our very original our original avatar, and all that is handled by scalers, and you kind of have to build to the avatar that's there. We're actually looking at what we can do about that, but it's in very preliminary stages.
You could just readjust the file yourself. Sorry.
From Yami editing creations.
What?
I'm thinking that you're asking being able to import, either import or edit existing products that are already published in IMVU Studio.
What?
Which is possible.
Attendee
compatibility right now is around 80-85%.
Bruce and you. Anonymous. Must be anonymous.
I think that's what you might be. You can always ask questions on the discussion forum, and you can get in contact with us directly as well. Of course, there are particular projects or products that aren't loading into IMVU.
Olden product.
I know, like what people are saying here, is get past and add some of the new features to it. Anonymous attendee said high-res no BG and high-res snap. That actually should be working on IMVU desktop. We did have a camel case bug in there in the past, but I think that has been since resolved. Like you have to type in capital H-I, capital R-Z. That should be working now. Go try it out. Let's see.
Yeah, actually, Alex has got a great question. Says maybe part question, part feature request is for Toolkit, but FBX's space limitation on animation is not being able to separate animations. Yes, yeah, that's absolutely right, and that's one of the problems that we found when Cameron was trying to do the prop animation. Is you really want to animate the avatar and the prop in at the same time in the same file, and not have to like necessarily spit out two different FBX files just to bring in one single animation.
Yeah.
We'd have to look into how to improve this.
Yeah.
We've kind of moved toward FBX because it's just a one size fits all simple solution, but there is some power in using the XAFs individually.
Mm-hmm.
So I not much to say about that other than it's definitely something you can
Shit's broke, yo.
I love the next question. Any chance for a facing morph in Toolkit?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be super cool.
Yeah.
Definitely
There's not a lot of
planned.
creators that are using facial morphs, and facial morphs are really kind of complicated.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want Mighty 7 to run away forever. So I would consider that sort of a post beta feature that I would love to look into.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna start with room, furniture, clothing, attachment, and animated attachment, and animation. And then as soon as those 5 or 6-ish are working on all 3 programs, then I'll start working on the more niche stuff like facial morphs and anything like that.
I mean, the goal is really to have these toolkits support as much of the use case workflows that exist out there that there are. So as we become more aware of how people are using the toolkit or how people develop or have developed, we want to try and fill those use cases if we can. And morph animation is definitely one of those because it's a feature that IMVU has long supported. So.
Morphs.
And I will keep all 3 of the toolkits updated, but most likely new features will probably come to Blender first, since it's versatile and it seemingly works best in terms of making the tool. So if you want to give Blender a try, if you haven't tried it, definitely do that. Otherwise, every feature will be on all 3 toolkits eventually.
Okay. Blender is free, by the way.
Let's see.
3D Studio Max and Maya are not.
What else do we have here?
I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Eric, always coming up with great ideas. Can you add incentives on sales of products made with Studio?
Oh.
I will take that to our that's a good idea. We didn't really want to push too hard on IMVU Plus products. The products made in IMVU Studio might be the right time to start doing.
Incentives.
And Blanca asks, in Toolkit, it creates nodes automatically. What happens if you delete some? Will it rename them automatically, or will you use
Good question.
numbers? Mighty 7, you want to take that one?
Sure. It will keep track of numbers no matter what you delete, how many you delete, anything like that. Even if you added your own and renamed them as a higher number, it'll always find the lowest available number and create the node and name it accordingly.
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
Cool.
Also, some questions in chat. It's a little more difficult for us to find them, but
Yeah, the Q&A panel gets the first
yeah,
first pass.
exactly. Yeah. So and we have about 8 minutes left. So
Can't create on the phone. It's a silly question.
we'll try to get through all of
Hey,
them.
one thing that I just wanted to share real quick that I wasn't planning on sharing.
Ooh,
Ooh.
bonus material.
Bonus.
If I could just share my screen real quick.
No.
I just wanted to show you
Ryan.
some of the other tools that we're experimenting with
Jesus
as far
Christ,
as
kid.
the image edit. So someone had
What is this?
commented about colorization as a question, and these are all of the tools that we actually have working right now,
Oh,
and that we might be adding to
nice.
the texture editor. Vibrance, noise, pretty much all of the general features that you'd find in Photoshop. We actually have working on. So I just wanted to kind of let me know if it's something that you think you might want to use.
Noise.
There you go. That's all.
I
was really
like
excited
it.
about
There.
I'm excited too.
Teaser. Yeah, that'll be huge. I think it would be good if we just went ahead and added those features to the composite
Let's do that now.
texture tool. That would be
Should add it right now.
most excellent.
Right this minute.
I'm answering one. Well, I was typing an answer, but I'll go ahead and answer this live. This is from Jackie Wallace. She's saying that surprised me how then it is the mapping the shadows to the texture. I think she's referring to when you were showing off the
Vertex.
composite feature on and the t-shirt. You can actually see the shadows and folds and the texture. And what I was going to say was that's all coming just from the normal map. That's the power of a normal map. Is you don't actually have to draw or bake the shadows and highlights into your diffuse texture, because what the normal map is doing is working with the lights in the room to actually produce that effect
Shadow.
without actually having it in the,
Nobody knows,
in
but the
diffuse,
shadow knows.
diffuse map. And actually, there's a good tutorial about normal maps and how they work. I will put that in.
Someone's asking about increasing the file size for hair.
No.
Oh, I put it to panels again. Let me try this again. Yeah, I saw that one. Tom, do you recall what the file size is for hair right now? I think it's 3 megabytes.
I think hair is still 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And we might consider increasing hair. We increased the file size for a lot of clothing categories. I don't think we did. I'll make a note of it. We'll think about it.
More hair.
Anonymous attendee asks, will you ever integrate a video
Oh, oh, oh.
That would be cool. What do you
So you
think?
can take video snapshots instead of just.
Sure. Yeah.
There.
I think that would be convenient. We've held off on it in the past because people that record video off of their games and things like that kind of have their favorite video capture software that they like to use, and then of course the Mac has its own built-in video capture software just built into the iOS. So we haven't really given a lot of to the studio itself, but it is on our list. I wouldn't say it would be a feature super soon.
Probably take better video. Higher res.
Another anonymous attendee said, when will the 3D Studio Max Toolkit be available for download?
Friday.
We are shooting for both the
Friday.
Maya and the Max Toolkit to be up this Friday.
Friday.
Mighty 7 just wants to put a few more finishing touches on what he's working on, make sure we've got at least, hopefully most of the bugs worked out.
That
And
was
then
some
They won't
stickers. What's
crash
it?
on you.
there you go. But yeah, this Friday, so 2 days from now.
Are we able to answer any other questions?
I think we're good.
Uh,
I think we're done.
Eric's asking another question about
Oh, no more
please, can you
questions.
make the multi-triggers syntax manage comma space? Yeah, we have a ticket in for that.
Oh.
It should manage to use the trigger space. There's a lot of products out there that already have that, so we have to support that. I just don't know the time frame of when that gets moved, though.
I
It
think
is being.
I think we have that. I think we have that slated for the next release. So in about 4 weeks, you'll see that.
Cool.
Eric, I know you've been asking for that for a long time. I remember some of your early vehicles that came in where you were using, starting out with an existing classic product that had tons of animations that were already designated with the trigger warning space. So yeah, that's on our list. We're very aware of that.
I don't have any questions. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask? Anybody?
Here's another one from Blanca. Are you planning on making the animated textures easier? We don't have any full plans to do anything there, but
Yeah.
Animated texture maps, they're sort of a tricky business.
No, they're easy.
They are. They take a little bit of kind of figuring it out, but once you got it, you can kind of make
They're
it
not.
work. I've used it a few times, and it's definitely problematic.
No, they're pretty easy.
But not sure how to, haven't given it a lot of consideration how we might improve it. But,
Yeah. I mean, I think it is actually a fairly simple system once you maybe we could think about making
a more user-friendly. Do I have that on my list?
Organize, animated.
No, I don't. But that is a good idea.
yeah, that'd be good.
Animated texture maps.
We are at time, gentlemen.
Ooh.
Okay.
So thank you so much, everybody.
They're at time.
Any last comments from you, Anton or Drosselmeyer or Mighty 7?
No.
Well, I just was going to say thank you everybody for attending, and also there were a few questions we didn't get to here, and we will be sure to answer those questions and post them when we post the recording of this video. We put all the Q&A answers in the post as well, so you'll be able to see them there, and we answer all the ones we get.
For sure.
Yeah, and I would just say, keep posting and supporting each other in the discussion forums. We're all on the discussion forums all the time, and although sometimes it takes us a little while to get back to general questions, it's a great way to communicate with us and your fellow creative community at large. So yeah, and thanks again for all of your support and suggestions and comments and critiques. We take everything to heart.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
Cool.
We really appreciate your time. We really appreciate your expertise, Anton, Drosselmeyer, and Mighty Seven. We will talk soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. See you next time.
Recording
Oh, recording is stopped. Well, that ended abruptly. Yo, it's me. Okay, hello. Let me put this back on. Oh, full screen. Okay, all right. So that was fun. The Q&A was a little boring, but you know, that's just to be expected because there's that one person, how do I create? That's a question that needs to be like you need to just leave this Zoom call and go into the YouTubes and start looking at tutorials or something, because they're not going to answer that type of question in this type of forum. But yeah, the new tool is kind of neat. The camera controls, now that I see some of the features in them, I think that's kind of awesome, like especially for filming and whatnot. What's a mouse? Yeah, well, how do I use the mouse and what is it for? Okay, you need to go back to grade school. Like, they're getting tablets. I guess, you know, if they're giving tablets to all the kids. Or see any key. But the camera controls are like that. The texture editor. We were looking at this last week or the week before. I think is super freaking awesome, and it really opens up the creating to everybody, including you, Mike, people who don't have texture editing programs. Even though there's a lot of free ones out there, GIMP would be my first choice for a free one, but that's neat. But they had the new one that was coming up, the Toolkit. That's freaking cool. That's bothering me. There we go. The Toolkit for 3D Studio Max. We will have to dig into that in a future stream, so I can figure out what it's all about, and then maybe I'll eventually do a tutorial on that. I've run out of room for my tutorials. I'll have to make a new thing. But Mike, have you ever been on IMVU? Like, ever? I know I've been doing it since 2006, so I've been on it a long time. I haven't done any sort of I'll put my music back on because we need some background music here. Yeah, it's nice. Nice. I don't even know what's playing. Some lo-fi. Anyway, so I've been doing it since 2006. I started creating in 2007, like right out of college. And the only reason I even started doing it is because I took some 3D classes in college. Like back then I was all traditional animation. Traditional animation is where it's at because screw that 3D stuff, you know. Now, like, I really got into it and I really enjoy it. And like, it is like obviously where the future went because Disney pretty much eliminated their traditional animation department. So let me give you a quick tour since you're here. Now let's see here. I'll go back to my screen. I'm just gonna open up this here. So they've been in the process of updating from their old program to their new one. So let me Here's my screen. All right, so this is IMVU. This is the desktop version. They also did a mobile version, which came live a few years ago, and they recognize that more and more people are using their phones for everything as opposed to computers. Unfortunately, you cannot use your phone to create products, but it's kind of useful way to do things. But this is my avatar. Her name is Miyaka. This is Miyaka 618 is my original avatar. That's my ferret, just like my ferret Lola. Let's see, let's go find. What's funny about this, it's not a game. It's a 3D chat program. It's 3D chat, that's all it is. Let's go into my rooms here, because I hate going into public rooms. Yeah, it's like Second Life. The only difference is you can't walk around in IMVU. Everything is node-based. Let's find a pretty one. Northern, pretty room. Let's go in this room. So yeah, it's very much like Second Life in a way. Only Second Life you can walk around, you can visit other people's worlds, but this is node-based, so let's see, you just click and it changes your location, and you gotta find the little arrows. Oop, I put a bonfire over here. Whoa, I need to fix that bonfire. Holy crap. Damn. I wonder it did so. They're implementing all kinds of stuff, improvements and everything, so it's no wonder that some of the shit's breaking as they're doing it, but I can fix that. Can I go on any of these islands? No, maybe not. Wait, there's one over here. Woo! The type of stuff that I specialize when I make stuff for IMVU is, let's see, I'm gonna address my avatar, is animation. So like these are, that's a save look, so I wanna go to the avatars. Can we find my avatars? Oh yes, here are my avatars. Can we just do my stuff? I don't know, I'm still learning this new version because I'm used to the old one still, but this is something I made last week. The midget avatar. I just adjusted the scalars, so everything's like weird. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so here's an avatar that I made. It's back to normal size, but all she does is beg for, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. All right, let's see. Here's another one that I did. This little dancey one. These are just, yeah, it's kind of old, but these are just avatars that, oh, here we go. The animation is built into the actual avatar. Otherwise, you can, let's find a different one. Where's my peanut butter jelly? Is this it? No, that is not it. Oh, it's Roxbury. Robot. Hammer dance. Oh, my coffee mug. There you go. There we got a coffee mug. I made this avatar too. Alright, where's it? Hairstyle, skin. Accessories. I made this ferret, by the way. I did make the ferret. Animated it. I made it. I based it off my real life ferret. The only problem with looking... Shizer. The only problem with this new version of the client is it's really hard to see animation stuff. It really is. Let me open up old client. I have that down here too. Can I log in twice? Let's find out. Hey. It'd be funny if I could. Ah, guess not. Take them out, load. Anyway, so this is the original, the older client. Let's go into a room here. It's a little more intuitive, if you ask me. some random shit in here. Let's go to a different room. So we got rooms. It looks like a little house. Where's my drive-in? Not recently added. Let's go all. Where should we go? Where's my drive-in theater? Where's my theater? I can do a search for it, but I don't want to. Know how to. Oh, and I gotta update this because they add a new feature where you can put actual videos as a texture. I think you have to derive from something though. So anyway, this room, it's still loading. Everything in this room is stuff that I made with the exception of a few vehicles. I did not make these vehicles. I did make, I'm gonna close this one out. Oops. Exit. Because this one's probably slowing things down. Quit. Because that's everything's taking a long ass time to load. Where is everything? Do I need to reload everything? Because there's a bunch of shit missing. Here's the original fire. This one's the non-particle version. Instead of using texture animation. I'm gonna leave the room and come back because there's something wrong here. It's not cool. Bunch of stuff went missing. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm pissed. Where's everything? Oh, come on. Now. Is the bathroom line even? It's not there. Well, that's bogus. Alrighty. Cars are gone. The ones that I made. Shizer. Alright, so here is my avatar just standing here missing a bunch of stuff. When you talk, a little bubbles. Talk. No. There, a little bubble pops above the head, kind of like a comic book or whatever. Let's see here. Where's actions? Here's actions. So most of the stuff, you notice that there's a lot of teal in here. These are all the products that I made. And look, you can actually tell what they are because it's an animated thumb that I made. Let's see, what? I just added it. And I'm gonna play it. That's all it is. What else? Flight. Some of these are very old, and I've gotten way better. People like this one still. I don't know why. This one's also from like 2012. Let's see here. Let's dance. She's doing a rave dance, man. Goes well with the music. Yeah, it's cool. What else? Ooh, this one. Everybody freaking loves these. I don't know why. The twerks. Do some twerking. Yeah. Oop. And twerk 2. Do some twerking. Twerk 3. Woo, yeah. Moist. The only reason I made that because twerking was such a huge thing in the catalog. Like, I'm gonna make a twerk dance, but you know what? This could totally be used in a bad way if they wanted to. I made a sprinkler dance. Let's see. It's also from like 2000 something. Can I take the? Yeah, start taking these off. I got the sprinkler, and I got the mower. It's gotta start it, and then you gotta run it. And you gotta start it, and then you gotta run it. Let's see what else. This is for Halloween. Zombie walking. Her leg's broken. Alright, let's see what Zombie 2 looks like. It's like the slow version. Alright. Zombie 3. It's like a Resident Hill thing. A slower version, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Where's the new one I made? There was a new version. I changed my stuff. Where dance poses. Where's the new version? Is it in this group? Yeah, I made a lot of shit. Oh, here it is. Add. Why can't it be warm on my avatar? What's wrong? I don't understand. Is this the male only version? Oh, yeah. That's why. Alright. Those are the poses. Where's the animation? The walk. Wait for it. Meow. Yeah. All good Halloween stuff. Yes. Exactly. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go straight into animation, and I'm not. I know you're very skilled with the arty stuff, so I could see you doing some sort of textury stuff. Like, let's go look at the clothing section here. But I mean, if you want to do animation, dude, it's all on you. But like, a lot of these clothing items, you know, people put a lot of work into this. I'm wearing a little sweater. But... Yet intrigued? I bet. I'll bet it. This is kind of a dark room. But this is their new studio. This is how you make... how you make the new things. First, you pick what you want to derive from. Now, yes, high CPU usage. I should probably close one of these. I'm gonna close this one. Exit. Close you. Close you. Sign out. Yes, I would like to sign out. There, it's gone. Let's see here. Furniture. I like to make things. These are all poses. Why are the poses, or there should be in the poses and actions. Why are people putting this shit in the wrong spot? That's bogus. Sans serif. Anyway. So this is the creating program. Ooh, someone made some eggs and bacon for breakfast. Let's go there. And you pick something, like if you want to just do a new texture, you just go into this program and select something that you like. And then you hit the derive button. And then it loads up for ya. There. Someone made some eggs and bacon. Oh, yummy. With some orange juice and coffee? That's a lot of food. And toast? Those are... I could make better eggs than that. It's a nice try. That toast looks very... It's very stiff. Some of the stuff you see, you're like, I can do better than that. But let's look at the texture for the bacon. So here, I just can tell it's... Even though they did not rename their textures to make them easier to find, I can still tell because it looks like bacon in the picture, little picture here. So here's the original bacon texture. Why is it so dark? I don't understand. I'm gonna actually make it glow. Self-illuminate. Preview. Oh. Because the bacon is upside down. There you go. That looks like bacon. Now I'm going to change the color of the bacon. They add this fun little tool here where you can. Let me see here. Add solid color. Texture. We're going to make this bacon green. Oh, is that what it is? Cooked. Alright, so I just added it there in the thing here. And then combine textures. Is that... Can I do that? I made it green. I didn't actually make the green. Hold on. Let's try this again. No, I'm going to combine textures. I'm going to... No, I want... Where's the bacon again? I lost it. I lost the bacon. Oh, okay. Let me do some undoing here because this is not working out. There we go. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna just put that there. I'm gonna make it see-through. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around. Can I make it smaller? Could it be skinny? Can I make the whole thing blue? Did I make blue bacon? Is it updating? Why is it... Oops. There's my blue texture. All right. Okay, I made blue bacon. I wanted green bacon. First, I gotta make a bacon texture. I'm just playing around with this. I don't really do texturing that much. All right, I just do the 3D meshes and. Okay, that's just green bacon. Okay, alright, bacon. Oops, yeah. They did just, this is new, by the way. There we go. Wait, where is it? That's not what I just made. Oh, come on. apply. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, yeah. I'm giving Kiloboss here a tour of IMVU and studio. He's actually somebody I went to school with, high school, like decades ago. Many, many decades ago. Forever. So old. So incredibly old. But he's a very talented artist, and I would like to encourage him to partake in some sort of money-making thingy that involves art. Because, you know. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Well, you know what? Oh my goodness. When I went to the a creator get together back in 2011, there was an old lady there. There was another one at the one in Vegas too, but I remember this one that was at the one in Florida. But her avatar was super cute, you know, this little fairy wing type lady, but she was in 80s. Like, it's like, wow, that's so cool. So if IMVU is still around and I'm in my 80s, you can sure as hell bet that I will be at any IMVU convention that they have, you know? So that was fun. But I was just playing with the little texture combination things, and I'm not getting the results that I thought I'd get. I mean, whoever did this eggs and bakey did a really kind of a crappy job. I think this is the juice. I'm going to change this green now. Yeah, I did it. I don't remember her name. I don't remember who she was. Something Angel something. I don't remember. I feel like a horrible person. But, oh, what is that? Is that the chopsticks? They did not name their textures at all, and it's kind of irritating. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm getting out of here. Don't save. Yep, I will have purple hair or green hair and some bacon. All right, let's go to. We're gonna make some more furniture. Ooh, this one's pink. This is white. Dude, there's something up with their program. Everything's coming up broken. I don't understand what's going on. It's kind of irritating. Oh, you know who? Cool. Because I don't remember. Alright, we got a white ass table. Oh. Add color texture. We're gonna make it red. Add color. Preview. What's happening? Oh. I made a whole table. Red. Interesting. What's with all this extra stuff here? Like, why do they have to do all that extra stuff? They could have just made it red. Weird. Middle front. Oh, they get shininess? Okay, we're gonna make it super shiny. We're gonna make this one. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Cancel. Combine. I want to make my own texture. That's not let me do it this time. Add solid texture. Blue. Yeah, we got a blue one now. Hey, it's very patriotic, don't you think? Red, white, and blue. And then we're gonna make it self-illuminated. And we're gonna make it iridescent, and we're gonna make it emission. Oh, dang it. First we gotta add an emission. Emission. Let's turn off self-illuminating. Preview. Whoa, it's glowy! I love it. I love it. It's radioactive. See, Mike, isn't this fun? Just make all kinds. It's. I find it highly amusing, but I am very easily amused. So there you have it. I can do them all like that now. I'm sorry. It has to be done. We're gonna add some emission. The kids are driving me up the wall with all the unga bunga and they're doing in the background. You remember? Good. Oh, it's so shiny. Wait. I want a shinier. Shiny. Preview. It's got to be the shiniest of the shinies. Why aren't you shiny? The blue one's shiny. See? Why? Oh, there it goes. Okay. I remember that butterfly. That fucker kept on getting in the way. That's why I got bad grades in school. It's the butterfly's fault. Always there mocking me. Well, I didn't get bad grades in high school. I got them in middle school. If you know what I mean. There. Preview. Alright, we gotta turn the emissions on, iridescence on. And preview. Oh, it's on fire. It's so bright. I can't see. I gotta turn that down a bit, man. No, it's still too bright. The brightness doesn't feel like it's changing at all. Did I break it? Oh, here it goes. Okay. Wow. Anyway. I accidentally made a very patriotic office table, which I feel like I should submit into the catalog, since why not? And I should call it Patriotic Office Table. Patriotic Office Table. Alright, let's see what they got for... Oh. Wait. What would be the best angle? I don't know. It's true. So with the new... This is also new, that they will create thumbnails for you. Before you had to make your own thumbnails. So this is just making this crap easier, you know? Super easy. Alright. La 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 la. Which thumbnail, which angle do I like the best? Probably a little farther away. Maybe like this one. Maybe. I'm gonna select that one. Patriotic office table. Rooms and furniture. Furniture. It is a table, so I'm gonna put it in table. How much should I charge? Probably 50. Sure. Keywords. Office table. Office table. Red, white, blue, glow, fire, cubicle. I don't know. What other? I can't think of any other keywords. What would represent this office table best? Furniture. I'm just gonna put Furniture. Simple. Double. Oops. I think it's good enough. Oh, what happened to my photo? For reals? Conference to pass. Sweet. Yes, I want them both the same. Ooh, I can rotate. That's what I want. Select. You could totally make t-shirts, dude. Like band shirts or something. But they could be fake bands. Band t-shirts. Your whole catalog would be fake band t-shirts. What the hell? This is kind of ticking me off. I'm gonna save it. Allow. Stupid antivirus. That's the problem. Death mac and cheese. Yes. Is it because I changed the tables from furniture? Is that what happened? That's lame. Why? Why cannot be selected for next? Really? 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 Well, that's a bug they need to fix. I'm gonna have to report that shit. Yeah, whatever. And now it's just some general ass furniture. So we're just gonna submit this shit. Submit it. Submit it. God, my oh, it's been successful. Your product is now available for publish. Cool. Yay, it's me. Whoa. Show that shit up. Let's see here. I'm gonna add some HTML. Red, white, and blue office combination fun time party table. There. There you go. It's in my catalog. So lame. Oh, Gath. Gath, are you still there? I sold one midget combo scaler. One. I mean, not surprised the thumbnails are garbage, but I didn't actually put any time into thumbnails. Are you still there, Gath? Because I need to show you the video of my giant ass bonfire. And then I gotta tinkle. And probably go. And make dinner for the boys. And then I gotta get started on work for your Christmas in July products. Because I promised myself I'd start doing that this week. Waiting? I don't know if he's still here. While we wait for Gaff to respond. This is my catalog here, Mike. Like, this is just like the end of it because I moved over to a new moved over to a new whatchamacallit. Oh, a bunch of people lost my voice. Yeah, 3 hours ago. I started a new account to move all my stuff over. Let's see here. Go to classic. Classic. This is my new account. Ooh, we can now make NFTs. What? I don't even have no idea. Anyways, here's my new account. Let's go to the shop. It's all animated stuff right now. All of it. All the things. Except for this, which I did for a tutorial for IMVU. And the potty dance is my favorite because I'm weird like that. Is it my best selling? That would be hilarious. 46? No, it's not. People like to sit, I guess. Meh. Meh. Yeah. It's like Sims. But, I mean... You can't really... There's, like I said, there's no purpose to any of this shit. I can't even sit at my office table. Because there's no seating nodes attached to it. You have to build those yourself if you're going to upload a product. But people can go into my catalog and they can just like life. People can go into my catalog, they're like, that's neat, I want to buy that. And they buy that. And then next you know they have this cool ass tie-dye that they didn't own before, and then they can wear it around. What is my current top selling product? Oh, sleeping poses. I only sold 4,000 copies. I mean, I sold 14,000 copies of this pose assist. People like to take pictures. And I sold 11,000 copies of the twerk. I thought one of my sleeping things was in my top 14,000 of that. Yeah, people like poses. They like to take pictures. And stuff. 11,000 the peanut butter jelly dance. I made that in 2008. Oops. Can't really see that. That's how long it's been sitting in my catalog here. Let's see what else. You're listening to the whole thing. All right. Before I go, I'm gonna show you the video. Yes, around my hello. Around my Facebook page, so everybody knows who I am now. But I gotta find that video because it's freaking cool. All right, back up. Back up. Pause. Yeah, I know. Shit. Yeah, I know. I only sold one, but I mean that works. Usually, there's some things that some poses like all of a sudden catch fire and like psh, they start selling like crazy. But all right, I'm gonna show you this video. This is from the bonfire. If you haven't seen this, Mike, and you weren't there at the party. But I don't think you had an invite because you're not on Facebook, so I'm sorry.
6 foot.
So there's a fire.
I'll go check
That's
it
my
out.
dad.
Hi. Hello. The little fire. The big fire. The little fire.
Can I have some s'mores?
Soon. Big fire. You had ask Sharon to get the s'mores out.
Sharon!
She's over in the thing. She's right there. She's right there. He wants s'mores, and I don't feel like grabbing them, so I said my mom could get them.
All I know is I don't I brought s'mores.
Yeah, he wants s'mores, but I don't. Yeah, the s'mores are next to the food. What? Yeah,
It's just
well, you guys kind of tore up.
yeah, that's why I got my smile from my dad.
Yeah, the s'mores go in the little fire.
Grass around it is on fire.
Oh, let's go have a look. See. What? No, it's fine. As long as the field is. This is hot. Oh, it's melting my face. My face is melting off.
got plastic surgery.
So I'm reminiscing those. I mean, it was just this past weekend, but
I'm comparing. I
good
was
times.
comparing the little fire back there. I was like, there's the bonfire, and there's the.
Yeah, that's something.
Whew, that's toasty.
Oh.
Hi. I did not mean to do that. Yeah. Well, he.
Oh, that's the end. So anyway, what did they talk about? When you left, they kind of went into a little more details on how to use the toolkit. I'm thinking, and it won't be available till Friday. It was a good fire. I put the links in the chat. I don't know. Let's see if I can. I'll re-add them. Let me find. All right, toolkit. Here's a link to the toolkit, and then they added a link to all the learning sessions, and they're going to put a copy of that Zoom call in the learning session link later. But yeah, they showed how to use the toolkit, and it was pretty snazzy, I gotta say. Like, the ability to easily duplicate nodes for rooms and furniture was pretty neat. The toolkit made it easier to attach things to the bones and stuff. So I'm gonna have to, when it comes out on Friday, I'm gonna have to pop it into 3ds Max and play with it, and then maybe do a tutorial video of my own or something at some point, because that was neat. And then they just did a Q&A, which lasted forever. It was like the longest Q&A ever. But yeah, I mean, you can watch it there, or you can rewatch my version of it, or both, and like listen to me whisper from time to time, or be like, no, can't do that. Yeah, I don't. Any questions, comments, anything? Next week, Wednesday. Right. What should we do next? I think we should work with the textures more next week. Not that that's my thing, but I think we should play with the opacity maps next week. Oh, I need to look into that. Like, that's cool and interesting, and if it's something like you can sell later, I don't quite grasp how people could sell NFTs for such exorbitant amounts of money. Like I get it, but I don't. It's like a way to put your, like, it's like, I almost feel like it's investing in Beanie Babies. Like, you think you're gonna like make all this money off this cool thing, but ultimately 10, 20 years down the road, are they still gonna be worth anything? I don't know. I had a lot more confidence in Bitcoin when I discovered it at $5 a coin, and I wish I would have bought some, because I was like, that's cool, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I have some Bitcoin. I told you about this, Gap. I had some Bitcoin saved in a computer that I thought that I transferred over, and then I wiped it, and then I went to look at my new my wallet to see that it didn't transfer over. So yeah, it's a non-fungible token. It's supposed to make it unique, like a signed artist copy. Yeah, I know. Damn it. I still have the drive. It might still be recoverable. I don't know. I just haven't even tried yet. It's been, I will in the future. I have a couple drives I need to hook up and see if I can get some shit off of. But yeah, no, it'd definitely be worth a try. And like, even at its current price, like I think I had more than a Bitcoin on that drive. But like I said, I had the wallet saved on the drive as opposed to one through like one of the new services. And we were taking Bitcoin as payment a while back when we were still doing the, you know, the resale, the credit resale program. So that was my department, was the Bitcoin. And that's true. You make a good point, Gaff. You could make unique items that are specific for people, like one person. Like I say, this is mine and mine only for my avatar, and that makes a lot more sense. NFTs make a lot more sense in the digital world than they do anywhere else, in my opinion. So, but yeah, we were accepting Bitcoin for payment back when back in the day when the resellers were a thing, and I think I was keeping track of the prices, and if I recall, I have files somewhere that had all the current price conversions, so I knew what I was adjusting the Bitcoin costs based on the Bitcoin price at the time, and it was like $30, $40 at that time. I don't quite recall, but can you think about it? I'm so pissed. I'll be fine. I'll figure it out. They might still be there. I don't know. Oh, did they? What are they using the V coins for? Because I haven't seen it. If I could take a V coin to a cryptocurrency market and then buy it and sell it there, I'd be all for it. Oh, very right. There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless they decentralize their fucking Vcoin, to me it is still as worthless as credits are. Back when they allowed... Oh! Damn, really? Yeah, remember when they had the exchange? I don't remember the name of the exchange at the top of my head, but you could exchange your credits with any other game currency, and like that was cool because that was worth something. That was something you could do, and the market changed, you know. And then IMVU was like, nah, we can't do that no more. Like, if you imagine that mixed in with like Coinbase or any other crypto exchange. Well, everybody's getting in a crypto exchange right now, but that really adds value to the IMVU credit or the IMVU V coin. Now, Mike Kilobas, for reference, IMVU, they have their currency is called credits. That is true. They all ebb and flow pretty much very similar. But IMVU's, their currency is called the credits, just like any other website, like Roblox has their Robux or whatever. You can buy them on the site and then use them to purchase items on the site. And I don't know, like Second Life has their again, brain fart. But anyway, there was once a site where you could exchange all your money, your currency with other gaming type programs, and that was really cool. And I don't know if that's site Meta Exchange, and now, yeah, that was many years ago. And I used to sell my credits on there for a while because I used to get the best value for my credits. But anyway, so like to get into the crypto market, IMVU decided to create a thing called the Vcoin. But it's still isolated to IMVU. You cannot take it to a crypto market and buy it and sell it. You can only use it in IMVU. So how does that work with the credit? Like now you have two different types of currency. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So, all right, enough ranting. I don't hear Chase yelling anymore, which means you can exchange one way but not the other, from what I understand. Because if you could sell your Vcoin, but you can't exchange your credits for Vcoin. Oh, like the meta? Let me see. Oh.
What is going on, beautiful people?
Yeah, I don't want to listen to you. Meta. I wonder if Meta Exchange is still around. Meta. Is it Meta Exchange? Is it still a thing? No, that's Baton Rouge. Crypto. Oh. Yeah, you can do Vcoins to credit. So, I mean, it has a one-way use. But... Vcoin... Exchange? No, not coin. Mother. Autocorrect. Ah! Stop it. Vcoin exchange. Virtual currency, real world value. Buy it, gift it, earn it, convert it to real cash. Oh, yeah, uphold. Can you exchange? I remember that's how you had to do it. I think I have an uphold account. Huh. Is there a search? Crypto. Can you exchange Vcoin with other cryptos on Uphold? At least in alphabetic order. I do have a unicorn. I love the unicorn coin. These are not in alphabetical order. Wait, A, B, This is irritating. Enter your email. Just gonna do a quick mini scroll. Oh, I saw sand was available on Coinbase now. I do have some sand. I got super interested in the sandbox when they first came around, and I tried to get into their intro program or whatever to make some shit, but then I got busy and it didn't work out. Yeah, I don't see it on here. Whatever. Okay, my friends, it was not chitty chatting with you. It was nice to all hang out and watch the. I'm gonna put myself on the face here. Yay, it's me. Ooh, a sticker. Bravo. Yeah. Throw some bits up there. But next week, I will be back at my normal time, 4 Central Time Zone. And I think next week we'll do opacity maps, and we'll see if I can solve that problem that someone posed to me a while ago. You know, Mike, if you would like to learn more about IMVU, if you have any interest, we could talk later if you like. Let me find a new one. If you'd like to slap some stickers on my face, you have to scroll down a little bit on my page because there's a whole bunch of stickers. Wait. Never give up. Unless you're on your phone. I have no idea how to do it on your phone. Yay! Yellow! Wait, I got. It does? Cool. Yeah, we have the we're like toddlers. We just like to play with things. It's on my forehead. Wait. Forehead. Poop. Poopies. Sun's starting to come in through the window. I can tell the sun's setting. Okay. I got to go. I gotta pee. And I gotta make dinner. That's right. You're allowed here. The stickers are for you to play with. That's what they're there for. And I'm starting another freaking stuffed animal collection back there. Yay! Alright. I'm gonna end this stream now, but see you next week. If you're around. If you're around, Mike. I know you're cutting cheese. The week after that, you're gonna have to join then. I'm sorry. It's not allowed here if you're cutting cheese. Yeah, I know. You're cutting cheese. Cheese cutter. But have a wonderful week. And like I said, Gaff, I'm going to get started on that Christmas stuff. And when I have it ready, I will show it to you. So, all right. Love you guys.